I think she has always wanted to be a part of a family, and because she was taken away from her real family so early on, she needs to find some kind of attachment to human beings. And I think she's a softie at heart, and I think her primary reason for staying in the boys, especially last season and season three, was Frenchie. She even kind of suggested leaving the boys, and let's go to Marseille, let's do our own thing. And but she also has a little bit of like heroism inside of her, and to do the right thing. And I think with the boys, it's the lesser of two evils. I won't say that the boys is perfect, especially with a leader like Butcher, but um, I think she just wants to do good, and to, in a way, like save the world, and also be with the people who she loves. I think she's really grown to love the members of the boys. She's become a part of them. That final sequence when Newman is, spoiler alert, um, there was a take. It was, it might have been the wide, or it could have been Carl's close up, but it was the first take of that scene. And I just didn't recognize him. I started crying, and it was like a visceral reaction to, when you see someone and you haven't seen them for a long time and they've changed so much that you don't even recognize them. It
Yeah.
felt like that with Kimiko and Butcher, and it was just a split second. But and I don't even know if it's gonna be in it. Um, but yeah, I felt very much connected to that scene, and seeing how far Butcher had come, and not in a good way, right?
Right.
He has really become sort of the person that he is trying to defeat. I mean, I love it. I've shipped kimchi for the longest time, but I kind of kept it under the wraps because I've always heard that, a writer once told me that once you speak it out into existence, they're not going to write it. So whenever fans would ask uh, about their storyline or their relationship, friendship, whatever you may call it, I was like, oh, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen, because I didn't know. And I was just hoping that it might lead into some kind of romantic relationship. But I was also okay with it being this sort of two souls melding together. We called it twin flame, two magnets getting pulled to one another, and leaving it platonic as well. So we were open to whatever the show was going to give us. But I'm very happy with how it turned out. um, Kripke was the one that directed that episode, and I didn't know how beautifully it was going to be lit. And the wide shot, the toes going up to reach his height, and backlit. It was just beautifully done, and I loved it. I loved it. Can't say enough good things about it. I think I've always thought that if she were able to speak, it's going to be like a guttural reaction to something. Or, in the comics, she says a very important line, and that's her first time speaking. I forget what the exact line is, but it's when the boys are trying to decide whether they stop Butcher or they go their separate ways. And in the comics, she's the one to speak up and say, like, hey, we got to get together. We have to do this. And I thought that was an iconic moment to speak up about something. Um, but I love the way we did it on our show. It's coming from a place of like, I can't I can't help Frenchie because I'm being pinned down by Asa. And I thought that this, fairy tale ending was sort of happening. I mean, in dire circumstances, but they had the kiss and they were going away together. Sorry, not a fairy tale ending. Still devastating, but they're still together. They at least have each other. And even that is being taken away. And God knows what's going to happen to Frenchie, right? So it was a really devastating moment for Kimiko. And the only thing that could potentially stop them from getting away was her voice. And so, yeah, that was a really special moment for Kimiko. And yeah, I was nervous, to be honest, because there's a lot of expectations with, that, and I wanted to get it right. And I got some excellent notes from Kripke that day. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, right? I think it would be kind of weird if she's yapping away the whole time. I, I've done quite a bit of research and I've spoken to a speech therapist, and it's not that easy, to get over emotional trauma and to start speaking again. So I'm hoping that it's, baby steps, and then maybe at the end of the season she's speaking more, but um, we'll see. I also don't know. I mean, what's gonna happen? They're getting taken away. Where are they gonna go? How is she gonna find them? Is she gonna find them? Maybe she ditches them. No, she doesn't. She probably won't. But all up in the air, and we have excellent writers on our team, and they always come up with these crazy storylines that I could never come up with. So I'm excited. I'm just as excited as the viewers to like read the next script. I can't wait.